actually get started here. So,
Prabhu, how long should I speak and when should we open for questions?
maybe about 10 minutes we can keep for questions, and 40 minutes we can keep for the 35-40 minutes. So, dear friends, Vaishnavas, so excited to see all of you, and today we have very special devotee, His Grace Gauranga Darshan Prabhu, who is a wonderful Vaishnava, disciple of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, does amazing classes for all the so many congregations across the globe, so many programs, so many wonderful books he has written. Some of you may have seen this Bhagavatam Tales, which is available in case anyone wants, and other Subodhanis. So I will, let's all express our gratitude by loudly chanting 3 times. You can unmute and say, Hari Bol, Hari Bol,
Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
So everyone is very excited, Prabhuji, and so am I. So thank you so much again for taking out your time. Now you may please kindly begin.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Very happy to see so many young devotees, very enthusiastic to hear the pastimes of Krishna. So I will start. Today I'll be narrating Krishna's entrance into Mathura. There's a nice episode in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, where Krishna, Balaram and few Gopa friends, they would enter Mathura. They will tour Mathura city. Okay, we'll start. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. So children, as all of you know, Krishna appeared in the city of Mathura, in the prison cell of Kamsa, as the son of Devaki and Vasudeva. But he did not stay in Mathura. Right on the day of his birth, he left Mathura and he went to Gokul, Mahavan. He left Vasudeva and Devaki and he went to Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda Mata, right? You know that. So Krishna stayed there for about 10 years, a decade, more than a decade. Then Kamsa came to know that Krishna is the 8th child of Devaki. So Kamsa had killed the first 6 sons of Devaki, and the 7th pregnancy is believed to be a miscarriage. And in the 8th pregnancy, somehow the parents of Krishna, Vasudeva and Devaki, presented a baby girl who was actually the daughter of Mother Yashoda, right? So Kamsa somehow believed that in Devaki's 8th child was a girl. So he did not know that Krishna was the 8th child of Devaki. So one day Narada Muni went to Kamsa and told him that, my dear Kamsa, Krishna, who has killed several demons that he had sent to Vrindavan, is not the child of Devaki, not the child of Yashoda and Nanda. He is the child of Devaki and Vasudeva. Okay, of course, Krishna is the child of Nanda and Yashoda also, because Krishna is born simultaneously to both the mothers. But anyways, Narada Muni revealed to Kamsa that the 8th child of Devaki is Krishna. So then Narada Muni, as soon as he said this, Kamsa became furious and he wanted to immediately kill Devaki and Vasudeva for cheating him. But Narada Muni said, no, if you kill Devaki and Vasudeva, then Krishna and Balaram will run away. Better you bring them here. So then Kamsa found that reasonable, and Kamsa had sent his minister Akrura to bring Krishna and Balaram from Vrindavan to Mathura. So Akrura goes on a chariot to bring Krishna and Balaram to Mathura. So a lot of discussions happened in Vrindavan, and finally Akrura brought Krishna, Balaram and few Gopa friends also to Mathura. Then Krishna begins to tour the city of Mathura. He was born there, but he did not stay there. After more than a decade, he again comes back. Then he starts touring Mathura city. So let us see some things that have happened during this eventful tour of Krishna in the city of Mathura. There are so many lessons and small stories in this beautiful episode. So all the residents of Mathura city were very eager to see Krishna and Balaram. So they never saw Krishna and Balaram, but they have heard a lot about Krishna and Balaram. Okay, so because the news of Krishna's demon killing pastimes comes from Vrindavan to Mathura. Oh, in Vrindavan there's a little blue boy who has subdued Kaliya serpent, who has killed Arishtasur, Trinavarta, who has killed Aghasur. So who lifted a big mountain called Govardhan and held it on his left hand, little finger, for 7 days and 7 nights. So the Mathuravasis have been hearing Krishna's pastimes all the while, but they never saw. Now they came to know that Krishna and Balaram came to Mathura. So they all came from their houses, came out of their houses, and they started watching how Krishna is touring the city of Mathura. Okay, so more than Krishna seeing the city of Mathura, the city of Mathura was seeing Krishna. Okay, so they are very eager because Krishna's pastimes are very attractive, and one who hears those pastimes will develop a great eagerness and enthusiasm to see Krishna directly. Right? Do you sometimes feel like that? After hearing Krishna's pastimes, do you feel like seeing Krishna directly in Vrindavan? So all the Mathuravasis also felt like that. So their intense eagerness and enthusiasm has been satisfied because Krishna is walking in the streets of Mathura and giving his darshan to all the devotees of Mathura. So you like shlokas? You recite shlokas? Can I speak some shlokas also, or only story? What do you prefer?
They most of them have learned 50 verses of Bhagavad Gita.
Wow, amazing. Then I'll speak a shloka from Bhagavad Gita, not Bhagavatam, not Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. So there is one shloka that says, Nityam nirikshamananam yadapi kaukasam namitrupyanti hidrishaha shriyo dhamangamachutum. Although all the devotees are accustomed to see Krishna directly, face to face, still they are not satisfied. So you take darshan of the deities every day, but still the next day you go and take darshan, right? You don't feel bored. Similarly, all the devotees of Dwaraka or even Mathura or Vrindavan, they have a habit of seeing Krishna every day, but because Krishna is so beautiful, they feel like seeing Krishna every day and they are never satiated, they are never bored, they are not sufficiently satisfied. Okay, so Krishna is giving darshan to all the residents of Mathura and he is satisfying their eyes and mind. So as Krishna proceeded, he came upon a washerman. That washerman was carrying so many clothes that he had washed and dyed. And this washerman is accompanied by so many assistant washermen and also some donkeys, hundreds of braying donkeys. So this washerman is holding clothes and Krishna went to that washerman and politely asked, "Oh my dear washerman, we are some little boys coming from the city of, from the village of Vrindavan. So I see that you have so many clothes. Can we get some clothes? We want to have some clothes." Okay. And the washerman was so arrogant. He was so proud. He said that you are mountain wanderers, you are forest dwellers, you are uncivilized villagers. How can you expect to wear the dresses of kings. These are the clothes of royal order. You are not qualified to wear them. It's too much, isn't it? If he had politely said that these are king's clothes, I'm not authorized to give them to you, that would be okay, at least reasonable. But he was so arrogant. Krishna asked him very politely, "Oh, washerman, if you give me some clothes, then you will get the greatest benefit. I will bestow you greatest auspiciousness." See, to get an opportunity to render some direct service to Krishna is so rare. So, but this washerman got that opportunity, but he did not utilize that opportunity. So that is misfortune, right? To get an opportunity to offer something to Krishna is not a small thing, but this fellow was so arrogant that he chastised Krishna. If you ask for king's clothes like this, the soldiers of the king will come and beat you, loot you, arrest you, and kill you. So get out of here. You are not qualified to wear this clothes. And Krishna understood that he is so arrogant, and Krishna, with the tips of his fingers, separated his head from the body. You have seen the picture? So Krishna just killed that washerman for doing this. See, this washerman is lying here, and Krishna's friends, the Gopas, they are picking up all these clothes. Now, is it justified? Is it justified? How can Krishna kill a person just because the person did not give clothes? Isn't it too much? Actually, Krishna helped this person. Krishna liberated this person. So Krishna just asked for clothes and gave him an opportunity for service, but this fellow did not receive that opportunity. So Krishna liberated him by killing him. And you know who is this washerman? In Ramayana, one washerman commented on Sita Devi. You remember that? You know that story? So Sita was kidnapped by Ravana, and she was in Ravana's kingdom for almost an year. And Ram rescued Sita Devi and brought home. So later, the washerman commented on Sita Devi that how can Lord Ram stay with Sita Devi who stayed in someone else's house for 1 year? So that's an offense. That's a great offense. And that washerman again took birth as a washerman in Mathura. Okay, and now Krishna liberated him by beheading him. Right. So when Krishna asked him politely, he replied arrogantly. So he deserves such punishment. One more thing is that devotees are supposed to enjoy Krishna's property. Okay. So Krishna took away the clothes from the washerman and gave all the clothes to his Gopa friends. So Gopa friends immediately went to that washerman's stock and picked up clothes that are suitable to them. And Krishna picked up yellow clothes, and Balramji picked up blue clothes. So like whatever clothes are matching their complexion and matching their body, so they picked up and they wore those clothes. So ultimately, Krishna will take away the property of demons and give them to devotees, because everything should be enjoyed by Krishna, and because devotees are so dedicated and submissive to Krishna, Krishna allows them to enjoy also. Sometimes demons may be enjoying so much of opulence, but that is not permanent. So Krishna took away the kingdom of Duryodhan and gave it to Yudhishthira. Krishna took away, in the form of Narasimhadev, Krishna killed Hiranyakashipu and made Prahalad the king of the demons. Right? So Varahadev killed Hiranyaksha and gave that earthly planet for all the living beings to stay. So Krishna, and one more thing is, Krishna doesn't exert himself to punish the wicked people. So Krishna, merely with the tips of his fingernails, he has cut the head of this washerman. So if you do like this, the head will be cut or what? No, right? So, but Krishna can separate the head just by doing like this with fingers, not with a sword. So that is the power of Krishna. And this person, washerman, is so proud. Why pride because he was thinking that there are so many washermen in Mathura, but I am the only washerman who washes the clothes of the king. So I am king's washerman. So I am very special. I am very great. He was thinking like that. So we should be very humble. We should not be proud of superior connection. Whenever someone has a relationship with a superior person, and they feel that they are so great and they look down upon common people. Because washerman is so closely connected to King Kamsa, he was thinking that I can insult Krishna and Balaram. That is too much. Okay, a humble person doesn't become proud. Okay, so Mohani Murti gave all the nectar to the devatas and not to the demons. Similarly, Krishna killed this demoniac washerman and gave all the clothes to his dear friends. Fine. Now Krishna continued his tour of Mathura city. So he went little ahead and he found a weaver. So that weaver is weaving some clothes and some shawls and some cloth ornaments. You know, cloth ornaments are made of gold, silver, diamonds, and ornaments are sometimes made of clothes also. Have you seen them being offered to the deities? Okay, they're very soft on the body. So Krishna and Balram came upon this weaver, and the weaver voluntarily came forward and offered cloth ornaments to Krishna. He personally decorated Krishna and Balaram with all these ornaments, right? With some necklaces, with some armlets, with some bracelets, and with some anklets, right? So Krishna just wore new dresses taken from the washerman. And next item is Krishna is being ornamented by this weaver. And the weaver became so happy and so pleased to see Krishna decorated with those ornaments. And Krishna blessed him. So when you voluntarily render some service to Krishna, you will receive Krishna's blessings. But if you hold on to things that you have, and if you don't offer them to Krishna, then you lose these things sooner or later. Okay. So this weaver affectionately gave everything to Krishna. A soft silk cloth also he gave with golden color embroidery on it. Okay, with so many jewels beaded on it. He gave cloth armlets, then bracelets and earrings and jewels. So he personally dressed them. So Krishna looked so resplendent. And in the past life, this weaver was a tailor in Mithila city. You know Mithila? Sita Devi was the daughter of Janaka Maharaj, right? So that Janaka Maharaj was the king of Mithila city. So when Ram took the bow of Shiva and broke that bow, the elders decided to get Ram and Sita married. So Sita and Ram and also Lakshman and Urmila and the remaining brothers and sisters, all of them were at Mithila. So their marriage just was about to happen. So this tailor in Mithila got an opportunity to stitch the clothes, to weave the clothes of Ram and Lakshman for this wedding ceremony. Okay, he made very fine garments for Ram and Lakshman so that they can wear them on wedding day. And actually the wedding day has come, and Ram and Lakshman wore those clothes and they came out, and they were looking so handsome, so beautiful. And this weaver saw, this noble-hearted tailor saw Ram and Lakshman. I said, I am so fortunate to be able to stitch these clothes for Ram and Lakshman. But if I am more fortunate, I would personally dress them. I didn't get an opportunity to personally dress them. Next time, if I can personally dress them, then I would feel much happier. So Ram noted this desire. Lakshmana noted their desire. So in this Mathura city, this weaver, that same tailor in Mithila, he got the opportunity to personally ornament and dress and decorate Krishna and Balaram. So the lesson here is, when we have a sincere desire to serve the Lord in some way, definitely the Lord will fulfill that desire. So this is the most cherished desire of this weaver that Krishna has fulfilled so mercifully. Okay. So then Krishna was moving ahead in his tour. So there were so many people in Mathura who came out to see Krishna and Balaram, but one person did not come out. His name is Sudama. Not that Sudama who is a Brahmana friend of Krishna in Santipanumuni's Gurukul. This is another Sudama. Okay. So his name is Sudama. He was a florist. So all the Mathuravasis came out to see Krishna, but this florist Sudama was so busy making a nice garland for Krishna. He came to know Krishna and Balaram are coming to Mathura, so I should be prepared with nice garlands so that I can offer them to Krishna. He was making these garlands. So Krishna was missing him. So Krishna asked some people, what is the address of this Sudama florist? I want to see him. I want to meet him. So Krishna, by asking a few people, he somehow reached the house of Sudama florist, and Sudama was making a garland at that time. He did not even notice Krishna. So then suddenly he saw someone was standing. He saw the person's lotus feet. They are looking so resplendent, bluish, decorated with a beautiful anklet. Then he moved ahead. He saw the pitambar, yellow dhoti, and he moved his head above, and he saw the beautiful face of Krishna. Immediately Sudama wanted to offer obeisances to Krishna, but he did not have sufficient place in front of him. So Krishna was standing right in front. So Sudama just offered half dandavat, not full dandavat, not sashtanga pranam. He just offered half dandavat to Krishna, and Krishna picked him up. So the lesson here is, when you are absorbed in service to Krishna, and when you are eager to offer something to Krishna, before you go and offer it to Krishna, Krishna becomes excited and enthusiastic to come and personally take that offering from you. Okay. So Sudama was very eager to offer this garland to Krishna. So, but Krishna himself has come to his house to accept that offer. Mother Yashoda is very eager to serve Krishna in various ways, offer milk to Krishna. So in Damodar Leela, Krishna personally came from the bedroom to the kitchen to drink the milk of Mother Yashoda, right? So when we are eager to render service to Krishna, Krishna becomes eager to receive that service. So Krishna says, Yathamam prapadyante tam tathaiva bhajamyaham. All of you know this shloka. The way we approach Krishna, in a similar way, Krishna also responds. Okay. And Krishna became being so impressed with Sudama, he said, my dear Sudama, you please tell me what do you want? Whatever you want, I will provide. Then Sudama said, Prahanaha sarthakam janma pavitam chakulam prabho pitruddevarshayo bahyam tushtahya agamane navam. My dear Krishna, sarthakam janma, my life has become meaningful. And pavitam chakulam prabho, my dynasty, my whole family has become so purified and fortunate. And my ancestors also became very fortunate. I'm so happy that you have come to my house. So Sudama offered the special garland to Krishna. And Sudama also offered garlands to Balaram and all the Gopas who were accompanying Krishna. So our service to Krishna is complete when we also offer service to his devotees. Okay. We should serve Krishna, definitely. But we should also be eager to render service to the devotees of Krishna. Sudama florist did not offer a garland only to Krishna. He also offered garland to Krishna's friends, Balaram also. So we should be equally enthusiastic to render service to devotees, not only Krishna. Is it clear? Will you serve devotees also, or will you serve only Krishna? Krishna and his devotees, both. Okay. So then when Krishna asked the Sudama, please ask any benediction. I am ready to give you benediction. So our Sudama did not ask for anything material. He said, Tavagna payatam bhrityam kimaham karavani mam pumsoti anugraho hesha bhavadbher yanni yujjate. My dear Lord, you are offering me benediction. I am saying that I will offer you service. You order me. Whatever service you want, I will perform for you. And Krishna said, okay, fine, offer me garlands. And Sudama had a very special garland kept for Krishna. He secretly offered an extra garland to Krishna. Okay. So when Sudama said, what service can I do for you? Krishna said, offer garlands to me. Why? Sudama is a florist. So Krishna doesn't have undue expectations from yourself. Whatever you can do, that service you can do. You don't have to be the best. You should do your best. So you're a little child, you can offer something to Krishna according to your capacity, according to your experience and intelligence. Krishna is happy to receive that service from you. You don't have to do big things. And when you grow a little older, then you can offer more service to Krishna. So service to Krishna is done according to one's capacity. You should offer whatever best you have. Okay, you don't have to offer something which is beyond your capacity. Of course, we can try to increase our capacity also, but see, Hanumanji can bring big boulders, mountain peaks for the construction of the bridge across the Lanka Ocean. But a squirrel can only push some pebbles and small stones and sand particles for the construction of this bridge, isn't it? But Ramachandra is equally pleased with squirrel and Hanumanji. Of course, definitely Hanumanji's service is much bigger, greater than squirrel's service. But from another perspective, Hanumanji is doing his best and the squirrel is doing his best. Right? So you do your best. You don't have to be the best. So when you're preparing for exams, you do your best. You don't have to be the best in the classroom. You don't have to hanker for the first rank in your classroom. Okay? So you honestly study, you sincerely study, and whatever scores you receive, you be satisfied, you be happy, and also try to improve. Okay, you don't have to compare with others and feel discouraged. Say if you get 95%, will you be happy? Okay. Who is this? Chakrita. Chakrita, will you be happy if you get 95% in your exam, mathematics exam?
The scores, Prabhuji?
Huh?
The people who are top in the scores?
I'm asking you, if you get 95% in your exam, will you be happy?
I'd be satisfied.
Will be satisfied. Okay, good.
Because next time, because I don't know a little bit and my friends know a little bit. So compared to our learnings, we can't judge by the learnings that they are doing and the learnings we're doing.
Okay, the children are very intelligent. So, if you get 95%, you'll be satisfied. But if everyone in your classroom gets 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. There are 100 students in your classroom and you are the only person who got 95, everyone got more than you. Will you still be satisfied? Okay, then you are good. Then you understood the principle of Bhagavad Gita. But sometimes people compare themselves with others, not good children like you, but there may be some people who keep on comparing with others. Okay, they say they got 96, they got 97, they got 99, and I got 95, but I'm the last rank. Okay, but if the person gets 70%, and if everyone in the classroom gets 65, 63, 50, 45, then he'll be satisfied in first rank. Okay. So satisfaction should be according to your honest efforts more than you outsmarting someone else. Right? Don't derive satisfaction in outsmarting someone else. Try to be satisfied with your honest efforts. So anyways, Krishna asked the Sudama florist to give garlands. He did not expect to give jewelry. He took jewelry from weaver. He took clothes from the dhobi, the washerman. Okay, and now he's taking garlands from him. So Krishna expects some service from you, which you can do the best. Right? Not necessarily you have to be the best. Fine. So attitude in service is more important than magnitude of service. So someone can do big service, someone can do only small service, but attitude is more important than magnitude. And we should be grateful for the opportunity to render service to Krishna, which our Sudama florist has exhibited. So birds can fly high into the sky according to their flying capacity. Similarly, devotees also can serve the Lord and describe the Lord according to the capacity that Krishna has bestowed upon them. So some birds cannot fly so high. You see, vultures and eagles, they fly so high. Crows can fly only to some extent. And peacocks, do you see them flying in the sky like this? At the max, they can fly on the wall 10 feet, 12 feet. So different birds have different capacities to fly. So similarly, different devotees are bestowed certain capacity to render service to Krishna. You should do your best. You don't have to be the best. Everybody need not be doing every kind of service. Fine. So that's why there is a lot of variety. There should be a lot of variety amongst the community of devotees. And say the only fruit available in the whole world is only grapes. Will you be happy with that? You need apple also, you need orange also, you need mosambi also, you need pomegranate also, right? Then there is some variety. If every child looks similar and does the same thing, it's a little boring, isn't it? In a garland, if every flower is same, every day you make only one flower garland. Okay, it's not very exciting. If the garland has multiple kind of flowers, the beauty of the garland will increase. Similarly, if devotees can render different types of service to different degrees, then the whole community of devotees is very beautiful and very attractive to Krishna. We are together offering a garland to Krishna, right? So further, okay, Sudama offered a prayer. Sopi vavrechala bhaktim tasmin eva khilatmani tad bhakteshu cha sauhardam bhuteshu cha dayam param. So Sudama offered this prayer. My dear Lord, you told me to ask a benediction. I want this from you. Let me always have fixed up devotion to your lotus feet. Let me always have nice friendship with other devotees. And let me also have compassion to common living beings. So compassion, friendship, devotion. 3 things he asked. Fine. You can also ask these 3 things to Krishna. Now Krishna moved ahead in his tour. Then he came upon a hunchback woman. Her name is Kubja. She is also called Trivakra because her body is bent at 3 places. So Krishna saw this Kubja. And one more thing, I forgot to tell you the past life of Sudama florist. Okay, you didn't remind me also. So in the past life, this florist Sudama was a florist named Hemamali in Kuvera's Chitraratha gardens. So he was very peaceful, generous, and respectful to all saints. And he is also devoted to the Lord. So once he worshipped Lord Shiva daily with 300 lotuses for 5,000 years. And Lord Shiva came in front of this Sudama florist and said, what do you want? And he said, I want this boon of rendering service to Krishna personally with my flowers. Then Shiva said, okay, tathastu. May you get the blessings of Krishna also. So Shiva is a great devotee and Krishna is the Supreme Lord. So by Shiva's blessings, this Sudama florist got an opportunity to render service to Krishna directly. So we cannot serve Krishna directly. We need the blessings of devotees. So we should approach Krishna through devotees and we will know about Krishna from devotees. So we should always be in the association of devotees. We should be respectful and grateful to devotees because only devotees will guide us to the lotus feet of Krishna. Isn't it? So next, Krishna went ahead and he saw Kubja, this hunchback woman. She was a maid servant in Kamsa's palace. And Kubja was carrying some fragrant substances, some ointments and some sandalwood pulp. So when Krishna saw Kubja, he asked, oh beautiful woman, what are you carrying? Then she said, I am carrying some ointments and some sandalwood pulp and some cosmetics for Kamsa. And Kamsa likes my ointments very much. Then Krishna said, can I take some? Can I have some? Then Kubja said, of course, you are the most handsome man I have ever seen. So Krishna is hardly 10, 11-year-old boy. Okay. So then Kubja said that you are the most handsome person I have ever seen. So this kind of cosmetics are meant for you. Please accept. And she personally took that sandalwood pulp and applied on Krishna's face and Krishna's chest and Krishna's hands. And she also made patterns on Krishna's face. Have you seen Krishna's deity decorated with nice goopy dots and some patterns around the eyes, on the cheeks, and on the hands, right? So Kubja did that. So Krishna's dressing is going on. First, Krishna took dresses from whom? Washerman. Then Krishna took ornaments from the weaver. Then Krishna took garlands from Sudama florist. Now Krishna is taking sandalwood pulp. The whole dressing is complete. See, Kubja was doing it in public. Kubja was decorating Krishna with sandalwood pulp in public, in the streets, when everyone was seeing. So she did not have any fear. Oh, these are Kamsa's cosmetics. If I offer this cosmetics to Krishna, what will Kamsa do to me? And one more fact is, this Kubja was very close to Kamsa's palace at that time. Okay. Kamsa, if he comes on the terrace of his palace, he would have seen what Kubja is doing. Oh, Kubja is offering all my cosmetics to Krishna. It's very risky, isn't it? Okay. It's so risky, but Kubja did not have any fear. Her love for Krishna is more than her fear of Kamsa. So we should have love for Krishna more, then we will become fearless of demons. So spontaneously, as soon as Kubja saw, Trivakra saw Krishna, she immediately wanted to render service to Krishna. So she offered without any reservations all the ointments to Krishna, and Krishna is so happy. And Krishna wanted to offer her some benediction. You know what he did? She was hunchback woman, right? She was walking like this, okay, with back bent. Then Krishna kept his one foot on her feet, and Krishna kept his two fingers below her chin, and Krishna took his left hand and supported her back and then straightened her like this. Okay, her hunchback is gone. She became a very beautiful lady. So this is how Krishna blesses. If you offer something to Krishna out of love, pure love and affection, then Krishna will reciprocate with that loving service, and Krishna will bestow all blessings upon such pure devotees. Now, who is this Kubja in her past life? In her past life, Kubja was Surpanakha, and Surpanakha was the sister of Ravana, and Ravana is the king of demons who kidnapped Sita Devi and who was killed by Ram, that you know. So when Ram was doing his Vanavas in Panchavati forest, then Surpanakha saw Lord Ramachandra, and she came in front of Ram and said, "Oh, will you marry me? Will you marry me?" Then Ram said, No. I have taken a vow to accept only one wife. I cannot marry. Then Surpanakha said, No, you must marry me. Then Ram said, okay, fine. You go to my brother. Okay, he's without a wife now. You go to my brother. Then Surpanakha went to Lakshmana. Lakshman said, I am a servant of Ram, and if you become my wife, you will also become servant of Sita Devi. So better you go to Ram only. Again Surpanakha went to Ram. And Ram said, no, I already told you, I cannot accept you. Then Surpanakha became frustrated. These brothers are just playing with me. Okay. Actually, the reason is this Sita Devi. Ram will accept me if I kill Sita. And she went to devour Sita. Rakshasi, right? Surpanakha is a Rakshasi. She went to devour Sita. Then Lakshman immediately came on the way and cut her nose and cut her ears. And Surpanakha went away from there. Her love refused. She was disappointed. Okay. So then she went to a place called Pushkara Tirtha. And she did some tapasya for 10,000 years to please Lord Shiva. Then Lord Shiva came in front of Surpanakha and said, what do you want? Then he said, I want Lord Ramachandra as my husband. Okay. Then Shiva said, Ram took a vow to accept only one wife. You cannot get Ram as your husband. But that same Lord appears as Krishna in the next yuga, then you can definitely get his mercy. So Shiva bestowed that blessing, and now Surpanakha came as Trivakra or Kubja, and she got the blessing of Krishna. Okay. So like that, all these personalities whom Krishna was meeting on his way, on his tour to Mathura, they had some background. Okay. So that's why Krishna is bestowing some special mercy towards all of them. Then Krishna moved ahead. And in his tour. And okay, so many things are there, but we don't have time to cover all this. So then Krishna moved ahead and he asked people, where is the Dhanur Yaga? Kamsa is conducting some bow sacrifice. I want to see that bow sacrifice. I want to see the bow. And people showed, okay, go there. So Krishna went there, he wanted to touch that bow. But the soldiers of Kamsa, they came forward and they obstructed Krishna. So Krishna just pushed them aside, went inside, picked up the bow and strung the bow and then pulled the wire, and the bow was broken into two pieces. So Lord Ramachandra broke one bow of Shiva, and Krishna also broke one bow of Lord Shiva. Okay, so then the bow became two pieces, right? So Krishna and Balaram picked up those two pieces and they killed several soldiers of Kamsa who tried to obstruct him. So in this way, Krishna, Balaram toured Mathura city and killed some people of Kamsa, and they came back to their camp. Then Nanda Maharaj was very anxious. He was so anxious. He was thinking, I told these boys to just tour the city and not do any mischief, but these people have killed some soldiers of Kamsa. What is going to happen tomorrow? Nanda Maharaj is in great anxiety. Okay. So what happened next? We will see some other time. Shubhalas Govind Prabhu can describe the rest of the story. Okay. So this is the tour of Krishna, Balaram and the Gopas in the city of Mathura. In short, we can discuss this pastime for 3-4 hours, but I squeezed the essence in 30-40 minutes. Okay. So thank you so much. I'm very happy to see all of you. You are very sincerely trained by Shubhalas Govind Prabhu and other devotees there. They are very fortunate to have such devotee parents, and you also are very fortunate to be hearing Krishna's pastimes and learning Bhagavad Gita at such a very young, tender age. I congratulate all of you and my best wishes for your studies and career and health and friendships and devotional service ultimately. Okay. Thank you so much for allowing me to take your divine association. Right? It's always very refreshing and very enlivening experience to see very young children taking so much interest in Krishna consciousness. That inspires me also. Thank you so much. With this, I'll conclude. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any questions or comments?
Thank you so much, Darshan Prabhu, for such wonderful. So if you have devotees, friends, if you have a comment or question, please raise your hand and I will ask you to unmute. Okay. So
Yes. Karina has.
Yes, Karina, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dana Pranam, I'll go to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhuji, it's not really a question, it's actually a comment. Thank you so much for the presentation. I really loved it, Prabhuji. My grandfather doesn't know you, but I feel like I've seen you somewhere before. I don't know. I feel like I've seen you somewhere before, but my grandfather has never seen you before. No, nothing about you. But I feel like I've seen you before.
I didn't get you. You're saying that you have seen me before, right?
I don't feel like I've seen you before, but I feel like I've seen you before somewhere, but I just don't know.
Okay, fine. No problem. Hari. Then Aryan has a question.
What if you politely decline to Krishna, like a polite decline?
Why did you politely decline?
A polite decline.
Okay, I didn't get the question.
That was the question. What if you politely decline to Krishna? What would happen if you politely decline to Krishna?
Okay, you are speaking about washerman?
No. What if you politely decline to Krishna?
He means about like anything.
He means like you don't like listen to Krishna, like you politely say, I can't do it.
Okay.
One at a time.
I can't do it, but something like,
Well, sorry. We got and
Got it.
so. Oh,
If you politely decline to Krishna, we will be deprived of the opportunity to receive his mercy. Okay. So Krishna definitely will not force us to submit to him. So Krishna will never impose upon us. He will inspire us. So Krishna's strategy is not imposition, it's inspiration. So if you politely declare, no, I don't want to offer anything to you, I don't want to serve you, I don't want to love you, that's fine. Krishna is supremely independent and we are minutely independent, right? We have some minute independence and Krishna never interferes with that independence that we have. So it's your free will, it's your desire. If you want to politely decline to Krishna, that's fine. Krishna will wait till you come to him. Okay. So Krishna is our supreme father, supreme protector, and supreme well-wisher. If we align ourselves with Krishna's will, we'll be happy. If we don't want to do it, then Krishna will wait till we do it. Okay. Makes sense? Aryan? Okay, thank you.
Okay, Vedai, next.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Yeah.
So did you say this was the 10th canto of Bhagavatam?
Yes, 10th canto of Bhagavatam.
Is this canto the one all about like Krishna's?
Yes, the 10th canto of Bhagavatam describes all the pastimes of Krishna.
Okay.
Right from his appearance till his later pastimes.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Vaidehi. Yeah. Next.
Ethereal.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I had a question which I just like I had a question like for like the past 1 or 2 weeks, but I didn't really get a chance to ask it. So it's not related to the topic. Is it fine if I ask?
Yeah, sure. You can ask.
So in I think one of the purports of Bhagavad Gita, I think Srila Prabhupada says that like if the like in the current day, if we get punished in court, then we don't have to like we don't like get another punishment from like the spirit, like in hell or any from the spiritual point of view. Like but so is that does that do we still get that punishment or from Krishna's and like from Yamdev's side, or like do we if we get punishment in as per law, then we don't get any punishment for bad actions?
It depends on the extent of our sin. If somebody commits a sinful activity or a mistake, if he is duly punished for that, that punishment is a purification. Okay, so one will be purified. And what exactly is that purification? One is supposed to be purified of the sinful propensity, of the tendency to commit that mistake. Oh, I did this mistake and I got this punishment, so I should not be repeating this mistake so that I can avoid the punishment. So then the purpose of punishment is to rectify the mentality of the person and not reject the person. So in that sense, a person who experiences some kind of punishment or one who performs some voluntary atonement for one's mistakes will be relieved from that propensity, sinful propensity, sooner or later. That's the expectation. But sometimes it may not happen. Although someone is punished, although someone commits an atonement, performs an atonement, still the propensity to commit sin continues. Okay. So the solution is Bhakti Yoga. If you perform some atonement or receive some punishment, yeah, that can relieve you from sinful reaction later, definitely. However, the sinful tendency or sinful desire continues to exist. It may continue to exist, okay, may not be necessarily existing in all circumstances. So the solution is if you perform bhakti, bhakti not only kills our sinful reactions, bhakti also destroys our sinful propensities, desires. When the sinful desire is destroyed, then there's no sinful action and there's no sinful reaction. Is it clear? Clear? Makes sense? Yeah.
Yeah. Also, do we if we punish somebody, then do we like do we also get sins for like punishing, or is that we don't
If,
get to.
yeah, if you are in a responsible position to correct someone, give a feedback to someone, or even punish someone for their mistakes, and if you are doing it as your duty, as a responsibility for the well-being of that person, you will not get any reaction. But
Okay.
if someone is punishing others out of personal grudge, negativity, envy, hatred, or insensitivity towards that person, then one will get sinful reaction. Okay. You should do it responsibly, not with a grudge in the heart. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Ishan, last question. Ishan, quick.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhuji, I really liked the presentation and how you formatted it. I really learned a lot from it. And I like how you introduced Krishna and all about his pastimes at the beginning. So thank you for presenting to us. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for your kind words. You came for Gita course, Ishan? I remember someone with your name. Okay, next. Krishna.
Okay, Krishna. Prabhu, please. Krishna,
Hare
please.
Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. I loved your presentation so much. It was like an inspiration and just kind of like refreshing or reinforming me about Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much for your
And
kind
my
words.
parents, and my parents joined the Bhakti Shastri class.
Okay, great. Thank
Okay,
you.
nice. Mathura?
Next.
I have a question. So,
Yeah.
when we offer food to Krishna, it says not to offer the garlic or onion. Is there a reason why we shouldn't?
Okay. Why should we not offer onion, garlic, etc., right?
Yeah.
Okay. That Shubhalas going through will take a special seminar and with great details. But in principle, in essence, in short, right? So onion and garlic have certain smell and certain odor, which is not so much compatible with the items that we offer, which are predominantly in sattva guna. So even in traditional dishes that are offered to the deities, these are not used so much. And there are many more reasons that we can discuss later. But this, for the way they are grown, the way they produce it in order and all, so we try to avoid certain substances in our foods, in our offerings. Okay. Next, Beyond Roy.
The pictures you were doing, did you find it out of this book, the pictures?
Oh, not all of them are in this book. Some are more recent pictures, latest pictures.
But
Okay.
when some of the pictures were in that book, weren't they?
Yeah, some are there in this book.
The part where Krishna cuts the head off, that I saw that in the book.
You like the picture? I'll send you.
I think that was the second book.
Huh? Okay, thank you. Okay, we'll conclude here. I have another class now at 7:30.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Everyone can unmute and express gratitude for this wonderful katha by His Grace Gauranga Darshan Prabhu, and not just katha, sharing the lessons also. So we can all meditate upon these lessons and express gratitude to His Grace Gauranga Darshan Prabhu by loudly saying, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Oh, sorry, you couldn't unmute. Maybe now you can say. Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you.